Today we're going to be looking at multiplying polynomials. The first example is 6m times 3m. 6 times 3 is 18, and m times m is m squared. So the answer is 18m squared. The next example, we're asked to distribute the 2y to 5y squared, and we get 10y cubed. 2y times 6y is 12y squared. And then 2y times a negative 2 is a negative 4y. We're asked down on the last example to distribute a negative 8b to everything in the parentheses. We take a negative 8 times 4 and we get our negative 32. b times b squared is b cubed. A minus 8b times b is a negative 8b squared. And then finally, a negative 8b times a negative 1 is a positive 8b. Now we're asked to multiply the quantity n plus 3 times n plus 9. So we distribute this n to that n, and this n to that 9. And come down here and we get 3n, and here we get 3 times 9, which is 27. So n times n gives us the n squared, 3 times n gives us 3n, and 9 times n gives us the 9n, plus 25 is plus 27 is the 9 times 3. Combining the like terms, 3n plus 9n, we get n squared plus 12n plus 27. The quantity x minus 3 squared is the same as x minus 3 times x minus 3. And again, if we distribute that x to that x, we get x squared. And to that x, we get a negative 3x. And then a negative 3 to x, we get another negative 3x. And a negative times a negative is a positive 9. Combining these middle terms, we get x squared minus 6x plus 9. We're asked to multiply 4a squared minus 9 times the quantity 6a squared minus 3a plus 1. So if we take 4a squared times 6a squared, we get 24a to the 4th. 4a squared times a negative 3a, we get a negative 12a cubed. 4a squared times our positive 1 is simply 4a squared. Coming down here to a negative 9 times 6a squared, we got a negative 54a squared. A negative 9 times a negative 3a is a positive 27a. And a negative 9 times a positive 1 is a negative 9. When we combine like terms, there are no other a to the 4th, so we have 24a to the 4th. There are no other a cubed, so we have minus 12a cubed. But we do have two a squared terms, plus 4 minus 54, for a total of a negative 50a squared. And then we simply have plus 27a minus 9 for our answer.